destiny of the universe. Chapter 1.
The tranquil afternoon is punctuated by the sound of my mother's voice echoing through our spacious home. "Kareena, where are you?" Or from the bustling heart of our house, the kitchen. I respond, "I'm here, Mama," my voice bouncing off the tiled walls and high ceilings, the gentle clatter of cooking utensils setting a homely rhythm in the background. Soon, I hear the familiar, comforting sound of her footsteps growing louder as she approaches. Upon turning, I find myself looking up at my mother, Kareena, a striking figure standing tall with a grace and elegance that is as much a part of her as her own skin. She is a beautiful vision of strength and charm, her frame slender yet robust, emanating an aura of authority and aristocracy. Her enchanting blue eyes twinkle with an intelligence that's tempered with a hint of playful mischief, while her sharp, sculpted features cast an image of regal beauty. Strands of her lustrous, raven black hair cascaded down her back, further amplifying her refined persona. Yet beneath this poised exterior resides a woman with a heart brimming with kindness and loyalty to her family. A powerful ally, Kareena is indeed a force of nature that one mustn't dare to trifle with. "Ah, there you are," she says, her voice a soothing melody. "Have you packed your bags for our stay with Grandma?" "Yes, Mama, they're in my room." "Are we leaving soon?" I inquired, curiosity seeping into my voice. "Indeed." "So, why don't you get ready and collect your bags?" "We will set out in an hour," she instructs, a hint of urgency lacing her words. With her words resonating in my ears, I navigate through the familiar, homely chaos of our house to my room. Stopping in front of the mirror, I can't help but compare myself to my mother. Unlike her black locks, I'm adorned with long, lustrous white hair that falls like a waterfall of snow down my back, often reminding her of a serene, wintry landscape. My emerald green eyes, radiant under the sun's touch, are another distinction that draws attention. After recollecting my thoughts, I retrieve my bags, carefully placing them in the car's backseat. I help Mum load the trunk with delectable treats prepared for the upcoming family reunion. An hour of scenic drive awaits us, leading us to Grandma's welcoming abode. "Remember, behave well when we get there," Mum gently admonishes. "Yes, I know," I reply, struggling to suppress a playful eye roll. "Now, Kareena, no brawls with your cousins. This is the first family reunion where the entire family is gathering," she adds with an air of sternness. Scoffing, I retort, "They're the foolish ones who never know when to back off, be it physically or mentally." Mum sighs. "Not everyone is as wise or as mature as you are, honey." I cross my arms in mock annoyance. "Fine, I'll behave. But if they cross the line, they'll get what they deserve." Leaning against the car window, I allow the wind to touzle my hair and gently kiss my face. "Sweetheart, remember you're the youngest in the family, and boys will be boys. However, if they push too far, stand your ground with all the lessons I've instilled in you," Mom advises, her gaze softening as she turns her attention back to the road. "Rest assured, Mama, I can take care of myself." "After all, you've taught me well," I say, grinning from ear to ear. Giggling, I add, "Who knows, it might even be fun putting my older cousins in their place." As we drive, I hum a melodious tune, closing my eyes and surrendering to the tranquility of the journey. The car's subtle jostling alerts me to our arrival. I glance outside to find half the family already present for the reunion. Unable to contain my excitement, I exclaim, "I can't wait to see the boys again." Swiftly hopping out of the car, I grab our bags and step into the joyful chaos of the reunion. As I reach for the trunk, a familiar voice greets, "Need a hand, Princess?" My favorite cousin Harrison appears. He is a robust 15-year-old with a rugged charm, his spiky black hair and deep blue eyes reflecting his aspiration to be a skilled duelist. Grinning, I respond, "Yes, please, cuz. Mama has some food in the trunk. Can you grab them or command your little minions?" I laugh, hugging him tightly. Having settled our luggage in our designated rooms, I embark on a quest to find my grandparents. After a brief search, I discover them nestled comfortably in one of the cozy lounges. "Grandmama? Grandpapa?" My face lights up as I rush to embrace my grandmother. "Oh, my princess, I've missed you. How is my favorite granddaughter?" She reciprocates, her voice warm and familiar. "Grandma, I am your only granddaughter." Well, at least the only one we know of. We chuckle together at our private joke. Indignation, Grandpa grumbles. What am I, chopped liver? Without missing a beat, I reply with a playful yes, before I spring up to envelop him in a tight hug too. Where is your mama, princess? Grandma inquires. I'm not sure, Grandma. She could be in the kitchen or catching up with the uncles and aunties. I respond with a nonchalant shrug. Kareena enters the lounge just then. I'm here, Mother. Kareena, why don't you go find your cousins? She greets our grandparents before directing me. Okay, Mama. See you later, Grandma. Grandpa. I bid them farewell with a peck on their cheeks and venture off to locate my cousins. As I walk through the mansion's hallway, lost in my own little world, humming a tune to myself, closed my eyes and smiled, letting my hands glide along the walls. I didn't know how long I had been doing that, just enjoying the time to myself. Suddenly, a strange sensation rippled through my body, making the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I looked around, calling out to my cousins, but there was no one in sight. I shook off the feeling and started walking again, but the sensation returned, stronger this time. It felt like a magnet pulling me in a certain direction. I hesitated, wondering if I should follow it or go back. Come on, Kay, I whispered to myself. Don't be scared. It's probably just your imagination. Should I or shouldn't I? But the pull was too strong to ignore. Well, let's find out who or what wants me. I followed the sensation, feeling excited for a new adventure, grinning as I skipped ahead and sang a made-up song about mysteries and adventures. The hallway twisted and turned, and soon I realized that I had never been to this side of the mansion before. I stopped singing, my heart racing as I began to feel a little frightened. What if I never found my way back? What if something terrible happened to me here? I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and tried to calm myself down. Opening my eyes, I looked around, taking in my surroundings. The hallway was dimly lit, and the walls were adorned with ancient tapestries and oil paintings. A strange smell wafted through the air, like incense mixed with something else I couldn't quite place. I shuddered, feeling like I was in a horror movie. But then I felt the pull again, stronger than ever, and I knew I had to follow it. I walked towards the end of the hallway, where a heavy wooden door stood, covered in intricate carvings. I hesitated for a moment, wondering if I should turn back. But the pull was so strong now that I couldn't resist it. Slowly, I pushed the door open and stepped into the room. Hello? I called out, my voice echoing through the silence of the room. Yet there was no answer, leaving me in an eerie stillness. The grand room stretched out before me, adorned with high ceilings and marble floors that gleamed under the gentle sunlight pouring through the windows. But amidst the vastness, my attention was captivated by a mysterious object at the room's center, a covered sword stand holding a blade that seemed to shimmer with an ethereal light. Intrigued yet filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation, I cautiously approached the stand. My heart quickened its pace as if in sync with the sword's enchanting allure. It beckoned to me, as if it had been patiently waiting for my arrival. With trembling hands, I reached out and lifted the protective sheet that veiled the sword. A dazzling radiance danced upon its surface, casting a spell upon me. For a brief moment, the world around me faded away, and I was immersed in the magic of the moment. Almost instinctively, my hand gravitated towards the hilt, yearning to feel the power that lay dormant within. Princess, where are you? The sudden intrusion shattered the enchantment, and I startled, hastily stepping back from the sword. Swiftly, I turned and hurried out of the room, closing the door behind me. As I glanced back, I caught a final glimpse of the sword's fading glow, leaving me with a silent promise to return before I departed. To be continued.